Anyway,
Yes.
back to the release date and the fact that we still haven't seen gameplay.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
The fact that they said, first of all, like I say, squeezing it in at the very end of the year feels very much like they're squeezing it in. Not that they're like, oh, we're going to... There is a business move here, which is release it, have it be awesome, and it's right around Christmas. But if the game's good enough, you release in November. For some reason, November's the prime time. There's a reason Call of Duty and Battlefield go there.
It's so they can be like, the first wave of people buy their
Exactly.
stuff and then the restock comes in, it's ready for Christmas.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Exactly. You build up the hype for everybody that didn't get it,
Yeah.
and then Christmas time comes around and then
And
they
word
get
of mouth can spread around in that time
Right.
as well.
So if it's good enough, it comes out in November. Now, I
Mhm.
understand not wanting to compete with those, but what about the end of November?
Yeah.
Or
Or
like,
before November.
yeah, October, or...
It just...
It feels like it's not ready.
The fact that this game was delayed a whole year.
Yeah.
The fact they had to bring in someone else entirely
To
to
rework
overhaul
from the
it and
ground
start
up,
again.
yeah.
The fact that we're not getting co-op. The fact that we're not getting Forge. The fact that we haven't seen a shred of gameplay yet since the overhaul. The fact that it's coming out at the end of the year.
That's the most concerning to
all
me.
stinks that something is broken and it's beyond repair and they're just behind the scenes.
Yeah.
They're scrambling. The dev said everything's okay, but we
Devs.
don't know if that is a dev.
Yeah.
We're all basing off of something we don't know.
My biggest problem now is the fact that we have not seen the gameplay, the campaign gameplay, because I suspect that it's very much exactly what we all complained about when we first saw the "don't worry guys, it's an old build." Like, I think that same mentality is still there, of like, well, show something trashy and then make excuses for why it was crap, right? Because the multiplayer, this is my opinion, they focused everything on the multiplayer, trying to capitalize on the battle royale type thing. They release it free to play,
Yeah.
and not battle royale. I know it's not battle royale, but like release it free to play and make money off microtransactions. That's been their full focus, and they kind of tried the open world thing, and that is in the game at a base core DNA level, and it cannot be taken out, or you have to make a brand new game, and they're too far into it. And if they release campaign footage, immediately everyone's going to realize that this is open world when it should not be for this kind of game. It just doesn't work, and it's not what we want.
I think that's the issue because a lot of people cite the first campaign trailer reveal that we saw, campaign gameplay, as the reason why they're overhauling it is just so they can make it look better. And I'm like, I think they can make things look better without having to delay it that long.
And bring on Jason
A
Statham.
brand new person. Exactly. He's a story guy. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not a famous visual arts guy,
No.
a VFX
No,
guy.
he's not.
He's a story guy.
Yeah.
I'm under the impression that because when I watched it, I was like, it feels very dead. It feels like there's nothing.
It does
here.
feel dead.
It's an empty world,
And
not alive.
we just played Doom Eternal,
That's
and
true,
there's
yeah.
also a chain mechanic in that.
Yeah.
And the Halo one felt dead and flat
Felt
and
lifeless.
lifeless. Yeah. And the music wasn't right, and it wasn't synced up, and there were a ton of things not right.
That was my issue with it. But everyone keeps citing the looks of it. That was one thing, but
I didn't care about the looks. Look, the looks will change. It'll be patched in the next day. I don't care.
exactly,
I
that
don't
could
care.
be remedied. You can get a new lighting
I'll
guy
play
in, it's
OG
fine.
Halo trilogy. I don't care
Exactly.
about the graphics.
I was more annoyed that it looked dead. It looked like there was nothing going on, and
It
it was
looked
like
lifeless, didn't it?
it lost the magic of it. And that was what was a bit my issue. And because we still haven't seen any evidence of that, they can show a still image of it looking beautiful, and I'll be like, cool, that's that bit solved.
Yeah, I don't care if it looks
You
good.
can't show me how you've solved the problem that
Cyberpunk
this is
looks great.
fun now.
Cyberpunk looks good. How good
Exactly.
does Cyberpunk look on the PC?
I am stuck in photo mode when I play on PC.
But how good is the game though? Same problem. It looks beautiful.
Exactly.
The problem is, looking beautiful isn't enough. You need a great game. Now, if you get those two things together, you end up with things like God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, Miles Morales,
Yep.
right? Where it's an incredibly fun game to play and it looks gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
But if it only looks gorgeous, well, who really cares about that?
Exactly.
If all I want to do is look at gorgeous stuff, I'll find 8K pictures of like sunrises and shit.
Yeah.
Who finds themselves doing that? Not me. I don't. And I'm really genuinely concerned that their full focus was only on the multiplayer. And the problem is, unless, even with the Halo name, if the campaign sucks, there's a reason I've been comparing Splitgate to OG Halo.
Yeah.
And I suspect that unless it not only is the multiplayer good, but the campaign is good, Splitgate will be the thing people play, not Halo.
That's the thing. I think if the multiplayer is good only and the campaign's just crap and it barely makes a wave in the water, I think what's going to be is that it's not going to draw more people to play Halo.
I agree.
Multiplayer. It's going to be people who are hardcore Xbox fans or hardcore Halo fans will play Halo every now and again, and then that's it. And then this whole $500 million investment and all this year delay and all of these monster cans with the double XPs, all these promotions, this new Xbox that looks gorgeous and this new controller is all going to be for nothing because it achieved zero.
Do you know what's funny? I think the Xbox is a really good example of it, which is it looks great and
that's it.
What is there to play on it? Just a game looking good is not enough, right? And I think, again, I've said it a million times, Minecraft is a perfect example of it. Minecraft, at least the very original version of it, looks like garbage, and it's one of the most popular games of all time.
Yep.
And it's proof that a good game on its own is enough. Yeah. And then if it looks great, that's icing on the cake, you know?
Yeah. Final verdict. Are you still worried for Halo?
Absolutely.
I'm very worried as well.
The thing is that we were both pretty hopeful maybe a month ago.
Honestly, you can look back at this thing, and I was like, do you know what? I'm going to go on record. I'm going to say, I think they're going to knock it out of the park.
Yeah.
And then everything just went downhill after that.
And then they continuously make bad decisions.
Just to make me look stupid.
Yeah, and then I think a lot of people are done with Halo after this. If it doesn't bang, and I mean, even could be the best multiplayer game ever made, but so many people are deeply invested in the story and in Master Chief, and it'll be a great game, and people will still be wounded by it.
343 are going to be done after this, man. No way anyone's going to believe in them.
Well, no way frickin' Xbox is giving them any more money if they mess this up.
Xbox are known to be giving money to
never mind, Eric Chat, that's stupid.
Okay, let's move on with the rest of the show.